Hey, I'm Randy Younger, New York City's go-to film enthusiast. Every week I dive deep into the world of cinema with special guests from the New York City film scene. Whether I'm interviewing industry insiders or comparing the latest releases, there's always something for every movie lover. Join me as I explore the magic of film and discover what makes these movies unforgettable. Hey guys, I'm Randy Younger. This is a special edition of Under the Radar, where we talk all things film. And with me today, I have a very special group of talented people here. We have actress Milla Jovovich and director Adrian Grunberg of the new action thriller Protector, only in theaters March 6th. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. This is awesome. I watched the film last night. Really exciting. Action-packed from the beginning to end. Mila, let's start with you. How did you get involved with the project?
I read a script that really resonated with me as a parent.
Mm,
And I really wanted to get involved as a producer on it because I felt like so many times in my life as an actor, you do your job and then that's it. You don't see a movie until it comes out.
mhm,
And this movie was so special in that sense. I mean, it needed work, it needed some rewriting, it needed to be kind of streamlined so that it was very concise and clear. And it needed a lot of respect to the subject matter because I think people in Hollywood shy away from human trafficking because it's
Right.
just such a distasteful and awkward, like it makes people feel so awkward
Mhm.
that it needed like a very delicate way and a non-gratuitous way, but at the same time, it has to be action-packed and it has to be a revenge movie and it has to be exciting, but at the same time, it has to have a lot of heart.
Mhm.
And I think the ending really is what got me, was what leaves you asking so many questions.
Yeah.
And I love movies like that,
Mhm.
and meeting Adrian was like such a blessing because he was the perfect person to take on, for me, the schedule, the night shoots, like you
Mhm.
really knew how to shoot this, what you wanted, how to get it done. And, we're so lucky to have you.
Yeah. That's awesome. And Mila, you brought a lot to the role too. So kudos to you on that. Uh,
Yeah.
Adrian, Mila just alluded to some of the challenges in the film. What were some of the major challenges for you shooting this film?
What
Oddly enough, yeah,
wasn't a challenge.
Oh, great. A walk in the
oddly
park?
enough, um, the things, the typical challenges, the shortness of the schedule, the dealing with the nights and the cold and everything that happens, that actually ended up being so smooth in a way with
Mm,
all their challenges, eh, mainly because of the structure and the people involved, starting with Mila.
mm,
And everybody else around the movie that just made it a really pleasant experience. What was really hard is the subject matter, is
right,
like Mila was saying, just being tactful and understanding that you want to entertain, but you're
right,
telling a really serious story.
right,
You better get it right.
right.
I think we did.
And I feel like in some ways the only way to tell a story like this is to make it entertaining because if it's just the dark part, if it's just the like reality, people shy away from it. So if you
Right.
don't give it that punch, that action, that thriller aspect of it, I think a lot of people would just turn their heads and be like, "Oh, I can't deal with it."
Right.
So it's like a delicate balance.
And I think we both have that, now that you mention it, I think we both have lived those experiences on films that are interesting and that have a dark side. And we were able to balance that out beautifully, in my opinion.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Excellent. Yeah, no, the balance is
So,
very,
Yeah, of course we were.
uh,
But I'll tell you what, after so many times seeing the movie, it's
yeah.
very easy to sort of, get away from it.
Mhm.
And that really doesn't happen. Every time I look at it, I find a nuance. I find something additional to look at.
I think for me, coming in and being able to really tailor the fight sequences to my character was so important, to the respect that we gave to the subject matter, because it wasn't this like fancy schmancy Hollywood martial arts, let's fix it in post kind of fighting style. It
Okay.
was raw, it was gritty, it's what really a woman from the military would use.
Right.
This is a movie made with practical effects.
Right.
There's very few things that were done in post. And
And
I think that's important,
Mhm.
is to not like sensationalize the violence, to make the violence come from a place where every parent could relate.
Right.
It's raw, it's gritty, and that you feel like if that was you, you would have done the same thing. And you
Okay.
can't do that with like a butterfly kick,
No,
you know?
Okay. Mila, you're known for your action work, obviously. Did you have a favorite stunt in this film?
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a scene where I hung upside down for most of the night, and it wasn't fun, but that it is definitely one of the most challenging and one of the most memorable action sequences I've ever shot. I
Okay.
ended up having broken capillaries around my eyes for a few days after
Oh,
shooting
geez.
that. But I mean, my character's pretty bloody throughout most of the movie, so nobody really
Fair.
you would have
noticed.
known.
Okay, fair enough. I love the honesty there. Adrian, there's a serious First Blood vibe here in the film, and I know you directed Last Blood. Is that a coincidence or was that planned?
I think there's parts of the script, as you well know, you end up absorbing and putting out your experiences in a movie. And as a director, whether it's conscious or unconscious, you gravitate to the things you know, the things you've seen, the things you grew up with. Uh,
Mhm.
and obviously for me, I grew up with Rambo and First Blood.
Mhm.
So I can't say it was on purpose, uh,
Okay.
but sure, I won't deny there's differences there, and great. That's a great movie, fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like definitely this film has a kind of throwback to those kind of 70s, 80s, like lone warrior vigilante
Hmm.
movies that were very much a genre that like strong men did. But
Mhm.
this time, it's a woman that's
Right.
taking control.
So, guys, I'm Randy Younger. I want to thank my guest today. This has been Under the Radar, where we talk all things film. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thank
Randy.
you.